Please listen to the rules and procedures that will follow for tonight's meeting.
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's meeting of the Town of Babylon Zoning Board of Appeals. The following is the procedure that will be followed tonight. The matters will be called in the order they appear on the calendar, with adjourned matters being called at the end of the regularly scheduled matters. Matters cannot be heard prior to their published scheduled time. When your matter is called, please submit the affidavit of posting to the secretary and proceed to the podium and give your name and address. The chairperson will then swear you in and read into the record information we have from your application, comments from various town departments, and any correspondence received on your application. The chairperson will then ask you to make whatever presentation you wish to make to the board. After you have made your presentation, the board will ask whatever questions the board deems appropriate, and then we will ask for comments from the public. If you wish to speak for or against an application, we ask that you wait until you're acknowledged. Come forward, give us your name and address, tell us where your property is in relation to the property that's in question tonight, and then please direct your comments to the board, not the applicant or the applicant's representative. We have to keep a record, and we cannot do that if there are people talking over each other or cross conversations. If someone has spoken for or against an application, and they have said exactly the same thing that you wish to say, it will have the same force and effect in the record if you give your name and address, are sworn in, and say that you join in those comments. If you have anything additional to say, please don't hesitate to do so, but keep in mind that you will be given only one opportunity to speak. After the public has spoken, the board may ask the applicant to come back to answer any questions that may have come up as a result of the public comments, or for the applicant to summarize. When the applicant comes back to answer any additional questions, if that happens, that does not start a second round of public comments. Once the matter has been heard, various things may occur. The board may decide the application immediately. It may reserve decision. If the board reserves decision, that does not mean the matter is approved or denied. It just means that the board needs more time to decide, may want to go out and look at the site again, or might want to review the documents and testimony further before making a decision. In either event, the applicant will receive the board's decision in writing shortly after the board makes its decision. If the application is approved, that does not mean that you can then go ahead and start construction or whatever it is that you requested from the board. You will have to wait for the building permit to be obtained from the building department before your go-ahead. On some occasions, the matter may be continued for another night. If it is continued, in most cases it will be for the submission of documents, a new survey, new plans, or something of that nature. If that's the case, no one needs to come back on the new date. The documents will be submitted and no further testimony will be taken. On rare occasions, a matter may be continued for future testimony. If that's the case, then people would have to come back to testify. If matters are adjourned at an open meeting on the scheduled date of hearing, no further notice need be given unless specifically required by the board on the date the adjournment is granted. 3 rules that may affect your ability to proceed tonight. 1. If the sign was not posted for 10 days, we cannot hold the hearing tonight. 2. If you commence this proceeding while you own the property, but no longer own the property, and you are here now to continue with the application, you will need either the written consent of the new owner or the new owner to be present for the hearing. This situation could come about if you sold your house or building, money was held in escrow at closing for a certificate of occupancy or permit, and you're here tonight to clear that up. Lastly, if your application is a commercial application, and it's other than a renewal, and there is more than one tenant in the building, then you need your landlord to be here. Is there any applicant that has any difficulty with those situations and would need an adjournment tonight?
Is there anyone that need an adjournment? Please rise and join the board in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, before we begin, there's one adjournment on our agenda tonight. It's application 24-183. Property is located on Shore Drive in Copeg, Shore Drive West in Copeg. Is there anybody here on that application? It's being adjourned to November the 21st. First application tonight is application 24-176 of James E. and Stephanie Cadet, property located in North Babylon. Name and address for the record, please.
Brian Fiore, 208 North Wisconsin Avenue, Massapequa, architect for the homeowners.
And do you affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
For the record, we have a Planning Division memo dated October 7th, 2024, Environmental Control memo dated October 11th, 2024. If approved, this application will not result in significant impact. A survey by Vincent Taminico, dated December 18th, 2020. Tax map acting as an area map. And
Chairman, there's 5 photographs on the site plan by Brian Froyer, dated July 25th, 2024.
okay, would you like to tell us about the application?
Sure. We have an existing non-conforming house in the locations for the side yard and rear yard. So we're building directly on top of the existing structure. And so that's triggering the variances, 10 foot on the side instead of 12, and 36.8 on the rear instead of 40 required. But like I said, we're going straight up over the existing footprint. There's currently a rear dormer, partial rear dormer on the second floor, and we're increasing. There's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs now. When this is done, there'll be 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and an extra small study upstairs. They do have 3 children, and their grandparents live in the house also. So that's why they have so many bedrooms, but there's going to remain 1 kitchen in the house, and there's no intent for any additional relief for apartment. I say that in the memo here.
Okay, thank you. Turn the hearing over to Ms. McCullough.
How are you?
Hi.
All right, so you pretty much answered everything. We're staying within the same blueprint of the house. You're just going straight up.
Yep.
And we just need extra space for family. No accessory apartment, single family will remain.
That's correct.
Okay.
They really want to have all their kids and their bedroom on the same level. Right now, it's a little flip-flop. They have some kids downstairs. They got grandma and grandpa downstairs, and they're upstairs. So now everyone will be sleeping upstairs, and grandma and grandpa will be sleeping downstairs. And it's really not in their budget to open up the entire first floor and take out those bedrooms, even though it might be nice, but they're not looking to do that right now.
Okay, I have no further questions.
Any other questions from the board? Would anyone like to be heard on this application? For the record, there are none.
All right, I make a motion to approve application 24-176.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Next application is application 24-174 of Nicole Lucido, property located in North Babylon. Name and address for the record.
Nicole Lucido, 16 Nassau Avenue, North Babylon.
Okay, and do you affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
For the record, we have a Planning Division memo dated October 7th, 2024. Environmental Control memo dated October 11th, 2024. If approved, this application will not result in significant impact. Tax map acting as an area map. A survey by Michael Scalise dated October 26, 2015. And
Chairman, there's 4 photographs on the site plan by Norman C. Locke, dated August 8th, 2023.
okay, would you like to tell us about the application?
The house was my grandparents' house, so I wanted to, it's half dormered in the top. It's going to go straight up, built straight up. And in the basement there, my grandpa built a room that had a washroom for my grandma. So we're moving, I don't want to go down 2 flights of stairs, so we're bringing that up a flight, which is behind the garage, why the back of the garage is going to be, the whole house will be a complete rectangle this time. And I wanted to put a porch in the front, not going past the steps, to have a porch. And we ended up taking down all the walls. I know that was one of your things in there in the basement. It was just for storage. My grandpa built a washroom for it, but you guys didn't want that, so I took that all out.
Thank you. Turn the hearing over to Ms. McCullough.
Hi.
All right, so as far as the porch, we agreed to not further enclose that?
Will not be closing that.
Okay, and the basement, you said the walls are already removed?
Yep.
Just as a condition, if you do ever plan to put a bathroom in there, it can only be a 2-piece
Yeah,
bathroom.
wasn't planning that.
Perfect. That's pretty much all I have. All right, no further questions.
Yes.
Any other questions from the board? Any other questions from the board? Would anyone like to be heard on this application? For the record, there are none.
All right, I make a motion to approve application 24-174 with the conditions that the front porch not be enclosed, the basement be open and undivided area, and no more than 2-piece bathroom be permitted in the basement.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Next application is application 24180 of Raphael Warner and Cheryl Ann Joseph, property located in North Babylon. Man, you're on a roll tonight. Name and address for the record.
Raphael Warner, 73 Poet Street, North Babylon, New York.
Okay, and do you affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
For the record, we have a planning division memo dated October 7th, 2024. Environmental control memo dated October 11th, 2024. Just talks a little bit about you might need a DEC permit for regulated freshwater wetlands in the back, I guess.
I wasn't familiar with that.
Okay. You should have a copy of that.
Needing a permit for the wetlands in the back of the property?
You might need.
Okay.
You should check into it and make sure that you don't need something.
Okay.
Okay? Survey by Jason Lettingham dated June 16th, 2023. Tax map acting as an area map, and
Chairman, this 4 photographs site plan by Christopher L. Gray and dated April 12, 2024.
okay, what would you like to tell us about this application?
Yes, we're planning to go, well, I'm requesting to go up on the existing footprint to raise the top floor of the house to add a suite. We have an existing shed on the property, which gives the setback of, which will be the 2-story addition. I want to remove the shed. I'm requesting to remove the shed and build the shed into the property, so I can add a 2nd-story floor. And that's pretty much it. Everything stated on the planning and comments is pretty much exact for what I'm looking to do.
Okay, thank you. Turn the hearing over to Ms. McCullough.
Hi. Okay, so you said we are removing the shed and rebuilding it in a conforming location?
Yes.
Okay, so do we need proof of that, Katie?
If it's gonna, that's the accessory, the small shed you're removing, right? That's
Both sheds were, well, the small shed has already been removed, the one that's in the back rear end of the yard, that's been removed already. The shed that's adjacent to the house, right there, if you can barely see it right there, right, that will be removed, and we're requesting to add a 2-story addition to the house with a garage attached.
Oh, with the, okay.
So, yeah, you can delete the variance for the shed.
Number 5. All right, I make a motion to delete variance number 5 on application 24-180.
All in favor?
Okay. And the garage would not be converted into a living space?
No.
It'll be used as a garage?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. One of your rooms, I believe you guys are labeling it as a study. It's only 62 square feet. By New York State Building Code, I believe it needs to be 70.
70 square feet,
Yeah.
yes. Well, it was mislabeled as a study, it's supposed to be a closet,
It's going to be a closet?
yes.
So we do need to see that on the plan.
I have the plans, the adjustments, would you like them? I think I do.
Perfect. All right. And with the extra bedrooms or the extra rooms, you're not applying for an accessory apartment? It's just going to be still a single family?
Well, there won't be extra rooms, they'll just be extending the room.
Okay, we're just.
Yeah,
making it
we're just
larger.
extending it
Perfect.
with the addition.
Okay. I have no further questions.
Any other questions from the board? Would anyone like to be heard on this application?
Hold it? Okay.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to close the hearing, we're going to reserve decision. We'll make our decision probably by the following week, but we have to have those plans reviewed just to make sure everything is up to speed. Okay?
Would you like to keep that copy?
Yeah, we're going to need to keep it for the record, yes.
Would you like to keep this copy as well? I have one. I have extra plans for myself, but I have a full plan of everything, all the work that's going to be done with me now.
Yes, you should drop those off to the zoning board office. You can drop it next week.
Okay. Well, I would, 3 copies, okay.
Okay, thank you. We're going to keep the record open for the plans, yep.
All right, thank you.
Next application is application 24-181 of Antonio Almonte and Fermin Adams, property located in Copeg. Name and address for the record.
I'm Miguel Ramirez. I will be the deponent for Mr. Antonio Almonte. I'm the architect project manager that work on the blueprints. And my name is Miguel Ramirez. Address is 33 Lamont Place, West Babylon, New York, 11704.
Sorry, what's your name and address? Name and address.
Tu nombre.
My name is Antonio Almonte.
Address?
55 Pleasant View in Copay.
Okay, do you both affirm to tell the truth?
Sorry, say that again?
Do you both affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and you too? Okay.
Yes.
All right, for the record, oh wait, I'm still on the last one. Oh no. We have a planning division memo dated October 7th, 2024. Environmental control memo dated October 11th, 2024. If approved, this application will not result in significant impact. A survey by Jason Lettingham dated November 2nd, 2022. Tax map acting as an area map, and
Chairman, there's 12 photographs in the site plan by Vladimir Constant dated August 2023.
And in your correspondence, number 4, you have a letter of opposition.
okay, what would you like to tell us about the application?
Yes, basically the ground of this application is because Mr. Antonio built a roof over existing treated wood platform. And also there was another issue. There was a roof over existing exterior cellar entrance. And like it says right here, this variance, the roof over patio is 573 square foot. So instead of have the 30 feet from the rear yard, he only got right now 15.5. Also the side yard, instead of have the so this should be let me see, 10 feet. He also now is diminished to 10 to 6.1, yes. And those are the 2 variances.
Okay, anything else? That's it?
That's it.
Okay. All right, I'll turn the hearing over to, I'm going to turn this over to, Della Vecchia, Mr. Della Vecchia. Go pick.
Good evening. When did your client purchase the property?
¿Cuándo compraste la propiedad?
Hace como un promedio de 16 años. No, como casi casi 18.
It's like 18 years ago.
And he personally built the roofed over deck and the roofed over overhang for the outside entrance?
Actually, he did, but we helped, with some friend of him that they are like some kind of handymans.
Why didn't he apply for a work permit to do that?
The lack of acknowledgements, they thought that it was okay because they used the existing wood platform, and then they decided to build that roof over that platform. Also, just because they needed for family activities to keep the rain from interrupting.
Can they be removed?
I'm sorry?
Can they be removed?
Removed?
Yes, removed.
If they want to remove it,
Can they?
Can they be removed?
the roof, I don't think that. Do it remove?
No. Yo entendí.
No, he don't. It's not.
¿Qué es lo que él dice?
Huh?
¿Qué es lo que él dice?
Are you asking me if he's willing to remove it?
Yes,
To remove the roof over patio?
correct.
Oh, he's not, because I told you that, because they wanted to make like a family activities, outdoor family activities, and then to keep the rain from interrupt these activities.
Well, per our correspondence with the outdoor activities, it seems like you guys are having parties into the late hours of the night. Is there any truth to that?
I'm sorry, tell me that again. 'Cause
Loud music till late hours in the morning.
how? I'm sorry, is that I cannot hear you so well. I got just one ear working for me.
Are you guys having late parties?
Oh, those details, que si ya has tenido fiestas.
No,
en
eso está
So you
tranquilo.
mean lately? Because
Late noise past 11 p.m. at night. That's the town code.
tenían alguna queja de que había fiesta de noche, ¿sí o no? Dile sí, la
No,
verdad.
no, no. ¿Cuándo?
No sé. ¿No tenían alguna queja?
No.
He says that no. I don't.
This application was brought on by complaints, so clearly some people are complaining that that's going on.
I personally, but he's saying that he's not. He doesn't know anything about that.
Okay, and the basement, is there an apartment in that basement?
The basement already is, is finished basement,
Yeah.
but it is empty. I mean, there's nothing other than which was approved for.
Yeah. What's the use of the basement currently?
¿Para qué está usando el basement ahora? Para
Oh, en el basement para unos
TV
recreos.
room, entertainment?
Ajá. No tengo televisión, ahí no hay nada. Solo para bajar a jugar dominó y cosas así.
He's using it for recreation, like a playroom and stuff like that.
So nobody's living down there?
No,
There's no bedrooms down there?
no. The last inspection was done it was like a couple months ago, like 2 months ago. They went there. Did they? ¿Ellos fueron allá?
Sí,
A inspeccionar.
sí.
Oh yeah, they went there. Also, is available to do the pre-inspection whenever
You guys
the.
are okay with doing an inspection?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. If you do not agree to remove the rear deck, would you guys agree to not further enclose it? Put
Yes.
walls on the sides and
Yes. It's gonna be open all the time.
I have no further questions, Mr. Chairman.
Any other questions from the board?
Just one. The basement, is there a kitchen in the basement? A bathroom?
There's a bathroom, 3
A
pieces.
bathroom, yes. It's legal. The bathroom is legal.
No kitchen?
No.
No kitchen, no.
One, two-piece or three-piece bathroom? Three?
That's
I'm
what
sorry?
was CO'd back in 2011.
The three-piece bathroom has a shower or tub or whatever?
No. I mean, The basement is, right now, there's just a bathroom. There's a bathroom, and then the partitions that exist, it has been approved. I mean,
Bathroom has a tub or a shower in it?
oh, no, just shower. Shower, three-piece.
Three-piece bathroom.
Exactly, yes. Shower, a toilet, and a lavatory.
How many rooms are in the basement? How many rooms?
¿Cuántas divisiones tiene el basement?
O tiene divisiones, como tres, donde se ponen los
Como
muebles.
tienen el baño, tienen una salita,
Una
¿qué más?
salita, y baño, una salita. Y donde está la ventana, otro. y-
¿Como cuántos? ¿Como 4, 5?
No, son como 1, 2, 3. Y baño va aumentado, 3.
Sí.
Con el baño son
What?
4, con el baño.
Like 4 rooms.
4 rooms in the
I mean, it's the bathroom and then the like a recreation area. So just there's some partition, but there are openings of 5 feet, right? Like a single pier. Yeah, the openings are 5 feet wide.
Would you guys agree to remove the partitions and have it fully open?
Actually, honestly, I don't know what is the layout of the cellar because we didn't work on that. What I know.
You don't need to be doing the work on it. Can you guys remove all the partitions and have an open layout in the basement?
I mean, tú querías quitar esa división, ¿verdad que no? Tú la querías dejar así. Las paredes y esas cosas.
Sí, ellos saben que yo quería dejar así.
He would like to leave it like that because he don't want to spend more money doing so.
Well, we'd like it open. It tends itself to an illegal apartment. If you have multiple partitions, like you just said, 4,
Because when he legalized it, I guess, I'm figuring that out, is because they tried to make the opening as per the plan examiner by that time required for. And that's it, that was approved the way it is. He would like to keep it like that.
yeah, it was,
But he got to do some changes, like open up the layout. I think if that is a condition here to get the approval, he would be willing to. ¿Tú estarías de acuerdo como abrir más el basement, como quitar algunas paredes ahí?
Pues eso está todo quitado, eso está todo quitado. Yo lo compré así
Que
en
no
la casa.
sé. You know what? Because I don't know what is the layout, the existing layout in the basement. He's saying that everything is open, that there's no doors. And other spaces other than the bathroom. There's no doors, and everything is open. I don't know. I cannot tell you exactly what it is.
Yeah, he agrees with inspection.
okay. So we'll check that during the inspection because you agreed to that.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I talk, sir?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
You'll get your chance.
Like a wrong information.
The son.
Dile tu nombre.
Name and
Hello.
address. Name and address for the record.
Good afternoon. My name is Jose Armente, 55 Pleasant View Court, Copper, New York.
Okay.
The reason why I wanted to talk because
You
it's
affirm to tell the truth?
yes, sir.
Go ahead.
It seems like it's wrong information here. The basement is fully open. There's no kitchen. There's nothing in there. There's no division.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to make it clear.
That's fine.
Thank you.
All right. Because he doesn't understand why, so I had to talk.
So based on the inspection, that'll clarify that there are no petitions, it is an open area, correct? And you're willing to do that? Yes. Very good.
I have no further questions.
Any other questions from the board? God bless you. Would anyone like to be heard on this application? I seen his hand up first, but if you guys have a seat, please. Name and address for the record, please.
Name's Anthony Bacchi, B-A-C-C-H-I. My address is 930 North Putnam Avenue, Lindenhurst, New York, 11757. I take great pride in this town of Babylon.
Wait. Do you affirm to tell the truth?
100.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. I'm just trying to see as we the people or myself, I walk in here and I witness things upon applications that you guys pass or not. For an outside influence, something like this costs me tax money, and for 4 rooms that they can't decide or an architect don't have a design or the parameters of someone understanding an apartment that is rented out to someone, that they make 4 rooms, 2 rooms, and they can't decide on something, is that gonna cost me tax money? And I'm gonna lose in this dispute of someone's economics of a house in Copeg. And I'm just speaking for if I'm losing money, do I have to pay extra for tax money for any other provocation where it's coming out of my pocket, irrelevant to me, where they can't meet the accommodations of a permit or something on legal documentation, is no different than other things where they can't presume something pending from one thing to another, where it can keep getting pushed off or re-exempt to another political view. And I don't want this to jump the gun just like anything else. Set a fair.
So we're going to do an inspection in the house and find out exactly what is there.
Heard that clearly.
You know, then we decide the application, you know, based on that. But
Right.
it doesn't have anything to do with your taxes or anything like that. So, you know, this is based on what they're allowed to have in that house, and that's what we're going to, you know, decide on.
Right. I was just keeping checks and balances here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Ma'am?
Good evening. Teresa Rish Molina, 65 Pleasant View Court.
Okay, and do you affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what would you like to tell us?
I'd like to tell you that what that gentleman has said is not true. He does speak English and Spanish. There have been very late-night parties until 3, 4, 5 in the morning. The police have been called to the point where they no longer will come. So, and he does rent rooms out. At times, there's 4 or 5 people there. The neighbors won't come because they're all afraid.
Okay.
And I believe that the basement will be rented again.
Well, we're going to do an inspection, and we're going to find out exactly what's down there.
Okay, the roof that's over the basement stairs, he put that up. Does that have to stay?
That is part of the application, actually, so we'll decide.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Would anyone else like to be heard on this application? For the record, there are none. We're going to close the hearing. We're going to reserve decision. We're going to keep the record open for an inspection report. You get the decision in the mail. All right, thanks for coming down. Appreciate it, all right? Thank you. Ms. Next application is application no, that's reserved? Yes, no, that is, oh no, this is it. Next application is 24173 of David and Samantha Solomon, property located in Lindenhurst. Name and address for the record, please.
It's Michael Orado, 245 Route 109, Suite D, West Babylon, New York.
Okay, and do you affirm to tell the truth?
I do.
For the record, we have a Planning Division memo dated October 7th, 2024. Environmental Control memo dated October 11th, 2024. If approved, this application will not result in significant impact. Tax map acting as an area map. Survey by Joseph Ambrosio, dated October 18, 2023, and...
Chairman is 8 photographs in the site plan by Andres Lukowski, dated April 2nd, 2024.
What would you like to... Would you like to tell us about the application?
So we're here, we're seeking relief to maintain 2 existing structures and a proposed 3-piece bathroom and a proposed finished basement. So the outside entrance that is currently there has a side yard setback of 6 feet, where 10 feet is required, and which brings the aggregate side yard total to 20.6, where 25 is required. So for the need for this outside entrance for a means of egress for the proposed finished basement, this outside entrance was built sometime between 2004 and 2007, which was prior to our client owning this property. I just want to make it clear that this application for the finished basement was filed on May 3rd, 2024. That was prior to Babylon incorporating the new rules with finished basements and what they allow and what they don't allow. Application number was 148343. Prior to the basement rules going into effect, the town approved many basements with 3-piece bathrooms with an outside entrance. We feel that this should be taken into consideration since if we didn't have to go for a variance, these plans would most likely been approved at this point, and this build would have been in effect. With regards to the oversized sheds or garage, so to speak, the structure was put up August of 2023, so we're seeking relief to keep this structure where it is right now with a rear yard setback of 1.9 where 6 feet is required, and a side yard setback of 5 where 6 is required. The owner is not able to move this since it's being used as a garage and a storage. As you can see, it lines up with the driveway. And if we were to push this over 1 feet and bring it up about 4.3, it would come in the way of the deck that's in the backyard. So the clearance between the structure and the deck would be kind of tight. So we are seeking to leave this in the location that it currently is. We don't feel that these variances are that aggressive, and that we don't feel that either of these have a negative impact on the property or the surrounding properties.
Okay, thank you. I'll turn the hearing over to Ms. Korkitis.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
Good. Can I ask why no permits were obtained for the work?
For the outside entrance? Well, the outside entrance was built prior to them even owning this house. As we go through the aerial views, I went through the GIS, it looks like it came up sometime between 2004 and 2007. So they purchased this in I think it was 2016. With regards to the garage, they didn't, the shed, they didn't know. They just put it up. But we are applying for permits for the house now for the finished basement and legalizing everything that is there.
Okay. And what is the need for the outside basement entrance?
Well, like I said, we're just maintaining it. So rather than build, put the egress window, he already has the means of egress. And like I said, this application was back in May prior to Babylon changing the rules for the finished basement. So we just were legalizing it as is.
Would they be willing to do an egress window?
Fill in the outside entrance? I mean, they don't want to.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, we do this all the time, so we have plenty of applications that we've had approved prior to the changes with 3-piece bathrooms in them.
And would they be willing to, the 3-piece bathroom be converted to a 2-piece, or?
I mean, they really don't want to. This was part of their build. We had no idea that these rules were going to change. I mean, I can see if we came in here after the fact and we're asking for forgiveness, but again, this application was back.
You're also asking for a variance for that cellar entrance,
Yeah,
besides the basement and what's down there. So.
No, understood. I'm just saying for the application for removing the build that they would like to do in the basement, they're not putting any bedrooms down there or anything. It's just strictly a rec space.
When the home was purchased, was there a valid CO on the home with the existing basement?
The basement's totally unfinished right now.
But the cellar entrance, there was a valid CO for that cellar entrance?
No, it never was. It was, like I said, it was done probably 20 years ago or so per the GIS. And like I said, our client didn't even own the house back then. They kind of inherited the problem. So when we did the design, we just used that as the second means of egress.
Did they have an attorney at closing to
People, you know how it works. I mean, if title's clean and there's no violations, they're gonna sell the house. That's why we're always here.
What's the height of the
How it works is nobody else did their job, and you're asking us not to do ours.
Well, we're asking you for a variance, that's why we're here.
Right. Trying to blind eye, like everybody else.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
What was the height of the shed?
It's, you know, it's like a mix, they use it for storage. I don't know if I have that measurement. Give me 1 second. I don't know if I have the drawing for that, actually.
And do you know what year that shed
23.
was built? 23?
August of 23.
Okay.
Let me see if I have.
Is it a 7-foot garage door? It's a regular garage?
Yeah, it's just a regular garage door. I have pictures of the garage if you want to see it. I actually have side views too, so you can see it.
And if the shed was ever to be taken down, would you agree to rebuild in a conforming location?
Yeah, or just totally remove it when they sell the house. Yeah, they have no problem doing that.
Mr. Chairman, I have no further questions.
Any other questions from the board? Would anyone like to be heard on this application? For the record, there are none. We're going to close the hearing. We're going to reserve decision. You'll get the decision in the mail. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Next application is application 24178 of 641 Wellwood Avenue, LLC, property located in Lindenhurst. How do I get there today? Oh, there's no set, that's why.
I am Kara Schleffman. Address is 1860 Walt Whitman Road in Melville, New York, 11747. I'm the permit coordinator for High Point Engineering, representing the property owner, 641 Wellwood Avenue, LLC.
Thank you. For the record, we have a Planning Division memo dated October 7, 2024, Environmental Control memo dated October 11, 2024. If approved, this application will not result in significant impact. Survey by John Robinson, last dated June 9th, 2015. Tax map acting as an area map, and?
Chairman, there's 2 photographs.
Okay. Would you,
It was advertised as 3.
okay. So, we don't, yes. You want to, okay, so I'll make a motion to amend the call of the application from 2 years to, approved for only 2 years, not 3. All in favor? Okay, would you like to tell us about the application?
Sure. It's an existing USA gas station. We're just looking to renew the sign variances for that sign, which included increasing the ground sign height from 15 feet to 16 feet 7 inches, increasing the area from 12 square feet to 19 square feet, and diminishing the east side setback from 10 feet to 1 foot.
Okay, thank you. I'll turn the hearing over to Ms. Corquides.
How are you?
Hello.
Hi. So I drove by the property. It looks like it's in good shape. So this is an existing sign?
Correct. Nothing's changed
No
since the last time.
Okay, no changes since last time?
Nope.
Okay. So just to make it a little bit more visible from the road?
Well, the location hasn't, you mean why it was there initially? Yeah, it was just with the design to make sure on both sides there was clear visibility and also maneuverability on the site. It doesn't get in the way.
All right, I have no further questions, Mr. Chairman.
Any other questions from the board? Would anyone like to be heard on this application? For the record, there are none. Go for it.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve application 24-178.
As amended.
As amended for 3 years.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next time, we gotta look at the application. You good?
I'm the next one as well.
Oh, you're not for the next one? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Next application is application 24-177 of 367 West Babylon LLC, property located in West Babylon. Name and address for the record again.
Kara Schleffman, 1860 Waltman Road, Melville, New York, 11747. Permit coordinator for High Point Engineering, representing the lessee, 367 West Babylon LLC.
Okay. For the record, we have a planning division memo dated October 7th, 2024. Environmental control memo dated October 11th, 2024. If approved, this application will not result in significant impact. Suffolk County Planning memo dated October 15th, 2024. Decision of local determination. Take no position for or against. Tax map acting as an area map. Survey by Lawrence Richard Drake, last dated December 2nd, 2010.
Chairman, it's 2 Ford Grass.
Okay. Would you like to tell us about the application?
Sure.
Needs an amendment for the zoning district on this one. It should say business EV, not industry EV.
Okay. I'll make a motion to amend the application from industrial EB to business EB. All in favor? Okay.
So similar situation, we have an existing BP station. We're looking to renew the ground sign variances, which included increasing the height from 15 feet to 17 feet 1 inch, diminishing the south and west property setbacks from 10 feet to 5 feet, increasing the number of signs per pole from 1 to 5, and diminishing the clearance from grade from 8 feet to 4.8 feet.
Okay. Thank you. Turn the hearing over to Mr. Shepherd.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
So no changes to the sign since the last approval?
Nope, exact same sign.
Everything else is the same?
Yep, no changes to the site.
Mr. Chairman, I have no further questions.
Any other questions from the board? Would anyone like to be heard on this application? For the record, there are none.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve application 24-177 as amended for a period of 5 years.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck. Thank you. Next application is application 24-175 of Costello Ace Hardware, property located in Farmville.
Hi, my name is Joseph Intravaya, and I'm with Paraco Gas, 29 McGraw Street, Shirley, New York.
Joseph Caracciolo with Costello's Ace Hardware.
And do you both affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
For the record, we have a planning division memo dated October 7th, 2024, environmental control memo dated October 11th, 2024. If approved, this application will not result in significant impact. The storage of propane tanks must meet requirements of the Division of Fire Safety. We have a fire marshal's report dated October 17th, 2024. There are a couple of things on this. I don't know, did you get a copy of the fire marshal's report?
Not at the fire
All right, I'll give you mine. Oh, okay. Business will be required fire prevention permit for storage, must comply with attached sheet for propane cylinder exchanges. That should all be there. Survey by Luigi Giuliano, property, where's the?
Same thing. That's the same sheet.
This is this? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say 224, maybe.
So that has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, this is a fire prevention. This is propane cylinder exchange storage cage requirements. And then there's also for fire marshal, for fire prevention. Did you guys get all of this, or?
Well, we just recently got emailed to us yesterday, was this sheet, which is the cover sheet from this application here, but don't have this packet, no.
Here, take this. Attached?
Yeah.
Here's a survey by Alexander Tuskerman, last dated October 6, 2022, tax map acting as an area map, and
Chairman, there's 7 photographs on the site plan by Luigi Giuliano, dated for April 2nd, 2024.
what would you like to tell us about the application?
Yeah, so what we're looking to install is 236 tank cages with bollards, crash protection in the back of the hardware store. And we're gonna have 72 full barbecue tanks, and they're gonna exchange the tanks. That's basically what we're gonna be doing there.
Okay. So we just gave you a copy of what's required by Town of Babylon for that, you know, it spells out exactly what's involved with that. We would probably need to make sure that that happens before we approve the application. We have to get a little
We're
drawing.
talking about the signage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking
Okay.
about.
If it's this sheet here that states something about noise ordinance and signage, is that what we're referring to of abiding by?
No, we're talking about how you're going to store the propane tanks. There should have been, I just gave it to you with the,
Yes.
you know, the cage and all of that stuff. It's gotta be, excuse me, standard, you guys have them in cages all the time?
Yeah, so we
like
have
that?
everything is installed as per NFPA 58, so it's all to code. So, I mean, I gotta look at what they want, I mean, if it's something different, but I don't think it is.
It
We've done-
probably not, but that's
Yeah,
what's
we've-
required.
Yeah, so we have bollards that are going into code, the cages are to code, everything, all the setbacks are met, whether they're to the entry point, a source of ignition, the property line, all of that stuff is all there.
And that's all on the actual drawings that were submitted. It shows exactly the
Yeah, we have
dimensions of
all the setbacks are on it.
Setbacks are on
It
it?
shows the dimensions
Yes.
of the bollards, how far deep they go, the spacing, and the dimensions of the cages. All of that is required, is listed on
We'll
them.
have to apply to the fire marshal for a fire prevention permit, that's what they're saying in their comments.
Okay,
Okay, okay,
gotcha.
that's fine.
Okay, there's
Just
one,
want to concur that the fire marshal agrees to everything that was done.
In
construction.
previous years, you know, I've done these before, they already approved that within this hearing,
yeah, but
you know, and then we moved forward from there. So do we get approved here first, or do we file there first?
no, you gotta file there, you gotta get all of that before we can move the application. So
Okay,
make
and
sure you
then
get
we'll-
the fire prevention permit for him, and, you know, what goes with that, so, but that's gotta be done before we're gonna move the application.
So if his is approved, then it's across the board?
It'll come back to
Then we have
us
to
that
come
it's
back.
approved, yes.
Another hearing?
No,
Okay.
no,
We are waiting for Suffolk County Planning.
yes, I know.
We did have concerns with
I know, I got it. Talk to me about the noise and the times of delivery and all of that.
Okay, well, the noise complaints happened early on. The store opened in June of this past year, of this year. And the noise complaint was during the setup of the store. We had gotten deliveries. Since then, we abide by that. I reacted to that pretty quickly. We have signs that are on the back of the building that pretty much says when the deliveries are and also about noise ordinances being enforced and also no idling of their trucks. Okay, so
Okay.
that is clearly, and these are pictures that you can keep.
So you would agree to the hours that we're proposing for deliveries?
I have it as 8 to 4 is the delivery window.
You're gonna have the deliveries from 8 to 4? Okay.
Yes. We don't do anything before 8 o'clock.
Okay. And nothing after 4, so there's nothing happening at the night or any kind of stuff like that?
No,
Okay.
the signs clearly state that. Then I believe the others was, there were flags on Broad Hollow Road, and those have been removed, and here's pictures to show that as well. Okay? And then the other was outside storage in the vicinity where we wanted to put the cages, and that's been removed as well. And that's permanently removed. So I have those pictures that I can leave with you.
Yeah, we'll make it part of the record. Yep. So you got to take care of the fire marshal, and then we can move the application.
Okay,
All right?
sounds good.
And Suffolk County Planning, yes.
That's all.
But you don't have to do anything for that. That'll
Okay.
come to us. It's just
Okay.
administrative, basically.
Okay, terrific.
Okay. We're going to close the hearing. Keep the record open for fire marshal report, okay? Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too.
Stephen, you got paperwork for him?
What paperwork?
Your Copic one, the one that you did.
I passed it down already.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that ends the live streaming portion of our